Hi, I'm Datu Arif. I'm speaking to you from now USA. You must be surprised that I used to be speaking to you guys from Malaysia, and now I am here in USA for since last 3 months. And although I have not been able to do the videos for YouTube since last 3 months, but now I have started, and this is the first video which I have selected the topic of CBDC and central bank digital cash is very hot subject since last few years, and the number of countries are going through a pilot and trying to analyze it how to basically take the benefit of this digital currency from a regulatory bank or the central bank. Now, 130 countries has already gone through with somehow or another, whether it is launched, pilot has been launched, or just they are analyzing and trying to come up with some solution and trying to sort out some of the issues pertaining to the risk and how they can be able to. Out of that, there are series of number of countries which have already launched the pilot, and in these countries, some are like China, UK, UAE, Singapore, South Korea, Russia. Today, what I will try to do is that I will cover some of the aspects of digital currency that central bank, when going for a digital currency, what kind of pilot they have done, or what are the challenges they have, or which areas they are mainly going in. So the first thing is that what basically the area of central bank digital currency, it is same like in a banking, like they do in a retail side, which is usually commercial use on a people level. There is a wholesale banking, is a more of a corporate level, and hybrid model, which is a mix of a corporate and retail. But one another area which is very much I will talk about at the end is the project which is going on for country to country fund transfer through the CBDC, and that is already happening today. And the lot of work has already been done, and around 6, 7 countries are part of this project. The other thing which is being very much talked about is this is a programmable currency. So what it means of the programmable? Programmable means that this currency can have an expiry as well. So usually when you see your own currency, and as long as it is in a position of yours, it is valid. You can be able to utilize it. But expiry, when they are putting up a digital currency as expiry, so there is an expired date. So when you are converting from a normal currency and putting into your wallet as a CBDC, then there is an expiry. And of course, there are other things government is monitoring, like your behavior of spending as well. They are giving us some of the benefits as well, that interest. So interest can be positive and can be negative. So you'll surprise that usually you haven't heard about it, that negative interest. You always, in a banking, there is a percentage of interest. As a banker, I know that never bank deduct your money from as an interest or as a service. It is basically they are providing accounts, and whatever the term and condition you have agreed already. It is not that later on the bank can be able to decide, or central bank can be able to decide that it can be negative, although it is not being done yet anywhere, including China, that there will be a negative interest rate. But definitely this has a lot of features, in fact, because one of the thing is that China has not given a large amount can be converted from a CBDC to from a currency. So you can take around, I think, 8,000 or 10,000 yuan to be converted. And you have to have a date of expiry as well. So you have to use it. And when you use, then there is a benefit comes into. And they see that is you are active convergent and active user. That gives a lot of benefits to you in terms of some additional benefit in an interest form, or one time kind of additional money to be transferred. So this is something that a lot of people are worried about as well, especially in US. When I'm talking to a lot of people here, the people are really worried that how first their question is why it is expiry. The second question they are asking why the government should know about my spending. Anyway, the government is aware of when you are spending on a credit card. Obviously, this credit card spending is going to the various level as a data, and even the government is aware of that where you are spending most of the money. But in this case also, they have a question that why the central bank supposed to do this. And third worry is a more on a government side that if this will be more popular event between current country to country fund transfer or for a trade, how will be the issue of US dollar? Because currently all the transactions are happening in a US dollar. So like we are using in a bank system like Swift, in a Swift, the one leg goes to the ledger in New York, where system is keeping the actual amount nostro and vostro. So they are very much aware overall in the world that where the dollar is going, what is the total amount, what kind of transactions are happening, how trade is happening. But if countries will start doing this kind of project where they are settling the currency CBDC among themselves without using the dollar, definitely there is a concern on the US government level. Let me talk about the Mbridge. Mbridge is a solution and technologically slightly different than the actually Swift. It is using the blockchain and digital ledger. And through that technology, they are transferring the currency, or you can say CBDC of a one country to the CBDC of another country. And of course, they are having an exchange rate in between that how it will be translated into the A amount to the B amount. And in this case, already this project called Mbridge, there are five countries which shake the hand and doing this project as a pilot, which is Hong Kong, UAE, Singapore, China, and Thailand. And there is a series of the bank, around 30 banks, which are basically observing this whole Mbridge project. And the people who have designed it, they are sharing all the information with these countries, where these countries are France, Israel, um, Korea, Bahrain, Chile, Egypt, Malaysia, Norway, EU Central Bank, and FRB of New York and Australia. So you can see that the number of banks in the countries are already observing this project, which is called Mbridge. And that will change the whole thing because I'm sure it is not coming up full fledged in a 2024 aggressively, but in the next 2 to 3 years, definitely a lot of trade will be able to fund will be transferred through this mechanism. It is like I implemented one of the solution, which is Ripple solution, and it is very much similar to the Ripple solution that it is using the blockchain thing and it is using the ledger, and that's how the whole thing is transmitting. Some other time we will look into the technology piece of it as well. What is happening? What is happening in China? Over there, people are using for their P2P transaction as well. Means that they have introduced this CBDC for 26 different cities, large cities. And they shake the hand with the eight banks. Plus, they have shaked the hand around 2022 various organizations, like organizations which are in agriculture, SME organizations, some of the societies, because in China, there is a mechanism on a trade or mechanism on a manufacturing is on a community base. And over there, they are using this mechanism as well. So China model is slightly much bigger scale, and they are testing the various areas of transactions. So they are using the partners, they are using the areas, they are using the geographies, and they are testing the whole this CBDC as well. Now, just when I came to US and looking forward that what US is doing and what EU is doing. So EU very much announced that we are looking forward and very soon in a 2000 or maybe the first quarter of the 2024 they will announce some of the pilot for CBDC. Whereas the Treasury of US is at this point of time reluctant and they have not announced any of the time frame and still they are looking forward how and where and what we can be able to implement it. And so this is not only happening in US and EU. In fact, when I'm coming from Asia, the Hong Kong, Singapore, Malaysia, Thailand, and UAE, all these countries are also done a pilot. And in the pilot, they selected the area. So Singapore chosen not to go for P2P, means retail side. They have gone to the wholesale banking, means that they are looking forward to use company to company and they are looking forward basically country to country. Whereas UAE has chosen as a retail as well. So it's a P2P as well. So it can be P2P, it can be P2B, it can be B2B. And of course, it is fund transfer from a country to country as well. Thank you very much for the listening me. If you have any question, please do write down in my as a comment and subscribe me so that you can be able to see a lot of areas which are more on a technology, more on a banking side. So this channel is a technology and banking, and I will keep doing the various videos in this area. Thank you very much.